Hello, everyone, and welcome to race number 7 of the 2025 CFRL Cup Series season. I'm Ryan Harp, or Darth Kylo, and now before we get this underway here, I would like to, address something. And of course, it involves, our supposed double off week. Well, after some consideration within the league, everyone in the league decided that instead of having an off week tonight, so that way everyone can watch the 500, we decided to have our off week on Easter Sunday, so that way, everyone and the drivers can spend time, with their families as well as watch WrestleMania, because I think that is on Easter Sunday. I'm not that well versed in the goings on in the WWE, so I can't really say for sure. So tonight, or the March 9th race at Bristol has been moved up to tonight. So that's what so that's why we're on tonight for another epic race in the CFRL Cup Series this season. And of course, tonight we are at Bristol Motor Speedway. It is, the world's fastest half mile, the last great Coliseum, like over 30 degrees of banking in the corners. It's a short track, so everyone's going to be bumping and banging each other. So a lot of cars are going to get beat up tonight, and a lot of egos are going to get bruised tonight as well. And it just goes with not just Bristol, but pretty much any short track that we race at in the Cup Series, or the Midweek Series for that matter. So now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. And on the pole is Bradley Domer Jr. with a 15.546, just 7/1,000ths shy of tying the track record, which was also set by Mr. Bradley Domer Jr. And right alongside him in second is Kevin Hall, his teammate, in the 48. Row 2, we have Michael Fox and Michael Whitman. Row 3, we have Spencer Boyce and Ryan Parsons. Row 4, Tegan Jones and Jared Ha. Row 5, we have Matt Connors and Anthony Peters. And then rounding out the field is Chase Loans in the number 95. So the big storyline going into tonight is the sure dominance of Hendrick Motorsports the last few weeks. All 4 of their drivers won the last 4 races, and all of them are locked in to the Cup Series playoffs. As we had, first we had Kevin Hall winning at Road America, then Bradley winning at New Hampshire, which is our doubleheader, Michael Whitman winning at Martinsville, and Jared Ha winning our last race at Michigan. So Hendrick is on a hot streak tonight. Hopefully they can keep it up going into tonight's race at Bristol. And I believe the last time that the Cup Series raced here, it was Michael Whitman that won the fall playoff race here. And that set him up to go for the championship there. So I believe the drivers are still getting ready to roll here. And I do know that the 500, because of the rain delay, the Daytona 500 is still going on, and we're following along with that as well. So I believe they are getting ready to start the lobby, but I'm going to go ahead and turn up the speaker here so you can listen to a little bit of the driver communications before we get going.
Apparently, according to the scoring monitor, Cindric was third.
They won't go with him.
Yeah, no, because he
gets a Ford right behind him.
2 Toyotas. Yeah. He's going to need somebody to build up the top from behind him and then just jump up in it when it gets to him.
I'm really glad that they took these entire full screen things to talk about things.
CW.
While we're racing better. Agreed.
The CW.
There's
even watch the
fucking
race.
4 laps to go in the stage, and let's talk about fucking Penske.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like my favorite thing when they come back from commercials.
So I
they
can
do
get
full screen
turned
things, and it's like,
and be rolling down the back straightaway, and
you never know.
I just think about
Sorry about that.
bothers me about Fox is it just
Timing.
no. Well, you got 4 laps to go. This is
And it's
something
full
you do.
screen.
This is something you do 40 laps ago,
Or, 40 laps from now.
come back from commercial.
or during the rain delay.
or
Well,
under
to
yellow.
give them credit, they did interview over half
They
the
did a good
fucking
job.
field.
That was good. Phil covered for the rain delay.
Wait, what was one of the interviews? What do they call it?
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
Yeah, they interviewed the Rizzler. This was Noah Gregson. He asked Chris Myers to do the Riz face.
Should have interviewed Bernard Pollard.
Where is that guy?
Somewhere else.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. He's probably jocked for Team 48. You alright?
Meow.
Just don't wreck, please. Just finish top 5. That's all I care. You don't need to crash yourself to win this stage. Hey, bud.
Who won the first one?
JJ.
I know.
I'm gonna text Tony and let him know I'm not coming in tomorrow.
Tony!
It's just not getting any better.
Holy shit.
What's your
We'll
name?
do it after we get done racing. Okay. JJ, are you still good? You got... No, they didn't get...
I'm going to go on stage 2.
Like on the outside of it, yeah. Are you colorblind? Look, it looks like he just committed murder right there.
Yeah, they did not get connected.
Oh, wait. Well, at least we got 4th. Hey, babe.
We're like a half a lap behind you.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I noticed this the last lap, though, that the 12 and the 2 car, though, they really got hooked up good.
934 hooked up too. Lane for a bad block.
Oh, okay.
All right, Jason, maybe give a good shot for the 12 down here.
Oh, you're cool, Bubba. I was just making sure that's how it worked. You're good. Carry on. No, Marlo. Well, we got good stage points this race. That's what I care about.
Yeah, man, Chase can push. I hope he can be.
I feel like for most of the last few 500s, and for drafting tracks, Chase and Blaney always find each other. And they always end up
best
pushing one or
buddies.
the other, I feel like. But,
I
I
just
think
think
they suck each other's cocks, is what I think.
I just think that Chase can be the second car in line late.
yeah, that's
I'd be really happy about that because he can push somebody out and then maybe have somebody push him around him.
Yeah. I will say, Bob tweeted about...
Yes.
No one cares about Bob. Sorry, Matt. So, is everyone here?
Yeah.
Okay, pace speed tonight is going to be 50. Do you think that's good?
I think so. And we'll adjust it.
Yeah, the pace speed was 50 for now. The stage is 62 to 63. Please call out when you're pitting. Try your best to stay on the apron until the backstretch. We'll be somewhat lenient with it if you're like kind of flirting with it, but don't have a fucking.
If you flirt with it, you might be spinning. So
yeah. But just don't just go straight up. So try to stay on the apron until the backstretch. Pit managers are too gonna stay. If you pit beforehand, you're stupid. Just saying. Am I missing anything, Keegan, Mike?
I don't think so. I didn't see where the hell I start.
7.
I sent the screenshot.
I didn't even get a message.
You started inside me.
Whoa.
Zerd inside you?
No, Tegan. Tegan's starting inside me.
I'm starting 6.
That's hot.
Exactly. Give me that
Hey,
boost.
Parsons. I figured out next week's song pick for you.
What is it?
If you wanna get with me, baby, all you gotta do.
Heavy
I'm a
Ignition by R.
genie in the
Kelly.
bottle.
Whoa.
You gotta rub me the right way.
Pick a
Am I
song, Big
drought?
Brad.
No.
Wait, I said
You're
that
Ryan
wrong.
a Drake song.
Ooh, a diss track at that too, Ryan. Come on.
Nope.
Hey, Drake.
I am young.
No.
Who we missing? Who we missing?
We are missing.
I think we got
Nobody.
Well, technically it's s'mores, but
I was about to say, get a move on, but he's here.
better move on, will you?
I gotta go to 6.
Well, I have to drop one spot tonight. Just want to finish
four.
top 11 today. Yeah.
I think you have a good chance.
Got a good chance. I got a good chance at the
Very
top
good
10.
chance in COG. How much you get?
I got a
Fucking
good chance at the top 10 here.
Well, the lobby has been made, so it's time to drop in here.
I mean, you can, but you'll get damage.
As everybody is getting in line. They do kind of have to hurry here because they are getting ready to go green. And Bradley Domer Jr. has chosen the outside for the start of the race. Green flag is out. Now go get them, boys.
There's just 3 cars in the high side at first.
Oh, damn. Holy shit. I kind of got shoved a little bit.
So Bradley Domer Jr. is still leading after starting on the pole. And not only that, but Olive Hendrick running 1, 2, 3. So the team continuing their utter dominance over this stretch of the season. But of course, right behind them, we got the two cars of Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox. They're trying to get in this fight. And of course, that 9 car, Michael Whitman, he moved up a couple spots from his starting position. He started 4th. He's now running 2nd. And of course, he won the last race here, so he definitely knows his way to victory lane here. And speaking of the 9 of Michael Whitman, a very interesting, a little something interesting happened over the off week. And it actually involves KFC. Now, let me explain. Very recently, KFC released the new chicken tenders with Mike's Hot Honey Sauce. Now, because of that relation with our driver of the 9 and Mike's Hot Honey, everyone in the league, including himself, was gave him the nickname Hot Honey. So, Michael Hot Honey Whitman. And he even said in the Discord chat, he was like, wonder if I'll sneak in Hot Honey at some point during the race. And like, well, I didn't sneak it in. I blatantly stated the obvious. But yeah, he and definitely all of Hendrick Motorsports have been very hot this season so far, as we got a battle for 3rd with Kevin Hall and Spencer Boyce, but Hall clears them for now. And it is still a Hendrick top 3, with the 4th Hendrick car of Jared Haw running in 7th. But Spencer got his nose in there. It's side by side for 3rd now. A little contact between those two. Yeah, but Hall still clears him. But Spencer gives him the bumper. And they are still side by side. And Hall again gets that run off of 4, but he has to be careful of hitting that wall there, because it's easy to get a little too high off the exit of 4 and you smack the wall. But Spencer might clear him here, but no, Hall gets a run again. But now Spencer clears him. Not only that, but Hall drops down to 5th. All the while, Bradley and Mike have pulled away. So it is now just a 2-horse race at the moment. I would say we are roughly halfway through this one and only stage. So we got 2 cars out front. Spencer pretty much all by his lonesome. And then we got this, if I can find the right car, yep. Got this bit of a hornet's nest from 4th on back. It's Tegan Jones, who started 7th. He's now found himself into the top 5. Oh, we got Kevin Hall spinning out off of turn 4. Michael Fox also involved in that. So it looks like the caution was going to come out from the looks of it. Yeah, caution is out. Yeah, looking at the replay of Fox's stream, like, and yeah, it looks like either Hall slowed down or Fox sped up, and he just ran right into the back of him. Both of them lost it. So we are under caution for an on-track incident for the first time tonight. And I believe the pit road will be open this time. And we already have one car out of the race, and that is the 00 of Matt Connors. And of course, since everyone's on pit road, we shall see who has the first stall. And it looks like it is the 18 of Spencer Boyce that has the first pit stall tonight. And it was close between the two Hendrick teammates, but it looks like Bradley edged him out. So it is Bradley Domer Jr. that keeps the lead after this cycle of pit stops. Now Jared Haas found himself in the top 5. Yep, everybody's all bunched up. Green flag's out. We're back underway at Bristol. And the inside line really got going there. But Bradley pulls away as they're getting a little antsy back there. But Whitman clears Spencer. And that restart really allowed Bradley to gap Whitman there. And a tough break for Kevin Hall as he found himself in the back after running in the top 3, but getting involved in that accident with Fox. Having to spend extra time on pit road to repair the damage. Yeah, but something happened to Tegan Jones as he's way in the back. Well, I didn't see what happened to him. He might have gotten loose. Let me go back to the restart here. Oh, that's what happened. He hit the apron coming off of turn 2 and he just spun out. So a rough go for the defending champion early in this race, but there's still plenty of time. And now we have a battle for second. Spencer Boyce trying to make the high lane work to his advantage. But Whitman's not going to let him have any of it. And Bradley still out front with a sizable gap. And it is still a Hendrick 1-2. And how about this battle for 6 between the 19 of Chase Loans and the 22 of Michael Fox. So another great run from the 19. And we have seen Loans have good runs before in his rookie season. Yeah, but he just hasn't really been able to finish up there yet. Yeah, well, Fox is looking to his inside here. He got into the wall in turn 1. That might cost him a little bit of momentum. The battle for second is still heating up between the 9 and the 18. And Bradley still all by his lonesome. And Fox has gotten around Chase Loans for 6. And Jones is starting to find some pace after that spin out. He is now currently in 9th. He was almost like half a track behind, but now he's just starting to catch up to some traffic. Say we have about less than 10 laps to go in the stage. Bradley's still out front. And I think he's actually increased his lead. And I am following along with Fox's stream and not Whitman's tonight. So, and his does have a bit of a delay, so it is hard to tell like when the stage really ends. Obviously, I know the lap that it ends. And it's kind of hard to react to it when it does. But now look at Parsons. Parsons making a move on Spencer Boyce. Side by side for 3rd. Yeah, but Spencer clears him. So the 18 is still running in 3rd. And Teagan has gotten around Anthony Peters for 8th. And it looks like the stage, it has ended. So Bradley Domer Jr. wins the stage. Michael Whitman second, Spencer Boyce third, Ryan Parsons fourth, Jared Haw fifth, Michael Fox sixth, Chase Sloan seventh, Tegan Jones eighth, Anthony Peters ninth, and Kevin Holland 10th. Now I'd say they're about a lap and a half ahead of what Fox's stream is showing. The pit road is open. And it looks like everyone is once again coming in. Of course, everyone's probably going to take 4 tires and fuel and repair some damage. And Bradley easily wins the race off of pit road that time. And Bradley has elected to take the inside for the restart this time. And I think I will probably start to crank it up about a lap and a half after we take the green, which we do. Green flag is out, and we're back underway at Bristol for our second and final stage. And with them coming back around to the start-finish line, now it is time to crank it up.
No, you did not have me.
Oh my god.
I'll try to score the box for you.
Yes.
You'd be happy. The rest of it behind you.
Oh damn. Oh shit.
That's what up to the top. I just want to talk to you.
Oh my god.
It's almost guaranteed. Almost. Oh my god. If I was you, we almost said shit. Okay. If I try to make that there, all I'm going to do is burn my tires up. I won't get so fucking loose and I'm going to wreck anyway, so I'll stay left out of here. Good thinking. That's a good lap, Bradley. Bradley right over the lap so far. Oh, it's because you can't fucking pass me unless somebody makes a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a little. I think I had a mid better like towards the end of that first run, but I think we were close enough that it wouldn't matter. Ooh, the 19 jumped up my screen there. That short one was that same here too, dude. He was like in the middle of it. He was like in the center of the corner, and then jumped in the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was spooky. Spooky's good. Slow finish. Cheaper, 6 to 2. passing. That was close. I think I might start early here for the drive there.
So Bradley's still out front, and how about the 4 of Tegan Jones? Earlier in the race, coming off the turn 2, he hit the apron and spun out, worked his way back up to 8th, and now he's currently running in 4th. So a very nice recovery from the 4-time champion. And it is Hendrick and Haas once again. Spencer's definitely the biggest loser out of that, as he's dropped, I believe, 3 spots, or 2 spots rather. Currently he's still in the top 5, running in 5th. Might have gotten loose off of 2 there, but he kept it going. So now we got Kevin Hall working on this battle between his teammate Jared Haw and rookie Chase Loans. I believe this is a battle for 7th. Haw got a nose in there. But Loans gets the run off the corner. He scrapes the wall, going down the straightaway. They're still side by side. Now Hall goes down low to help his teammate. And then it worked out, but Hall got loose off of 2. Fortunately, he did not spin out, but he did lose a spot to Anthony Peters. Meanwhile, with Bradley leading, it's Hot Honey Whitman that's holding off the charge behind him. Especially from a very intimidating Ryan Parsons right on his back bumper. And I believe that so far, Bradley Domer Jr. has led every single lap of this race so far. Now, I'm not overly familiar with the stats for the CFRL Cup Series, but I don't think we've had a driver go wire to wire to win the race. But of course, I could be wrong on that. Of course, if that were to happen, then it would be the most dominant win in CFRL history. Basically dethroning, or at least in terms of the number of laps led. And that would dethrone Michael Whitman's dominant race at Martinsville last season. Still got well over 150 laps to go. But here at Bristol, those laps go by really quick. So while the top 4 is broken away, we got this battle for 5th. Spencer Boyce and Michael Fox. Boyce looked like he got loose off of 2. And they are still fighting each other. Contact. Even more contact. And those two are still going at it. I'm gonna see. Let's see if I can get an update on what's going on in the real world 500 for y'all. As the top 4 have broken away. And it looks like, I believe Bubba Wallace is leading currently. Yeah, looks like it's a battle between William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, and Austin Cindric for the lead. As of right now. So anyway, now it looks like Michael Whitman is now on the back bumper of his teammate Bradley. He's going to try to challenge for the lead here. But Parsons was also looking underneath for second. Looked like Spencer Boyce got into the wall and got loose off of 2. That's definitely been the trouble spot for a lot of these guys tonight. As we see Kevin Hall make a move on Anthony Peters. I believe this is for like 8th or 9th on track. Oh, Peters got in the wall. Hall clears him. Meanwhile, we got Parsons Still looking to take advantage of Michael Whitman to get second. He has been trying the high line. Or the high, now he's looking toward the bottom, and it looks like the high lane has been the lane to be at if you're in a side-by-side battle. Oh, Bradley might have gotten loose off of 2. But he still hangs on to it. Still got about 130 to go. And now Whitman looks like he got loose off of 4. And now Jones gets loose off of 2. Fortunately, they all keep it straight and they're all still together. And Spencer got in the wall off of 2, and now Michael Fox takes advantage and now put him up to 6. But Spencer's charging back. Now Fox in the wall. Boyce gets around him for 6. And Fox thought about going for it, but he thought better of it. And Whitman right on the back bumper of his teammate. He's trying to go for the lead. Again, Michael Whitman, he won here the last time we were here, which was the fall playoff race. And not only will it give him a second Bristol win in a row, but that also means a 5th straight win for Hendrick as he smacks the wall off of 2. We're still going. But now he's gone up high. Side by side for the lead. And Whitman clears him. So, new leader, Hot Honey Whitman. So, there will not be a wire-to-wire result tonight. Now something's up with Bradley because now he's under attack from Parsons. But Bradley got the apron. Fortunately, he didn't spin out, but that's going to cost them momentum as Parsons now clears him for second. And there goes Jones. And Jared Hobb. And so now, Bradley's gone from the lead all the way down to 5th. So Yeah, something must definitely be up with Bradley's car. So now Whitman is out front. Now he's starting to pull away from Ryan Parsons. And we are seeing him scrape the wall off of 2, but it's not really affecting his speed. Or his momentum, for that matter. Now we have this battle for 3rd. Tegan Jones takes advantage. Oh, but they're still side by side. Haw is not letting them give up that spot that easy. And of course, 2 weeks ago at Michigan, it was these two that had an epic battle on the last lap. Jones spun out off of 2, and that allowed Jared Haw to take the win at Michigan. Now looks like Whitman's coming up on lap traffic, and that's the battle for, I believe that's 9th on track, between Anthony Peters and Kevin Hall. And Ryan Parsons is pulling away from 3rd. Oh, Whitman smacks the wall off of 4. I believe Parsons also smacked it as well. Yeah, everybody has really spread out now. So really, the only battle on track is the battle for 9th between Peters and Hall. Not only are they battling for position, but they're also battling to stay on the lead lap. As Hall got a nose up high. But Peters, but Hall gets loose off of 2, and he smacks the inside wall. Oh, and Jones had to take evasive action to avoid him. Of course, it is a 1-car incident, so we do stay green. Yeah, so a pretty up and down day for Hendrick as pit stops have started. Yeah, pretty up and down day for Hendrick with Whitman leading before the pit stops. Bradley Domer Jr. Leading of pretty much the entirety of the first half of the race before something happened to his car and he got shuffled all the way back to 5th. Jared Haas starting toward the back and currently running in the top 5. And now Kevin Hall, who was in the top 5 and then dropped all the way back to the back. Of course, he spun out off of turn 2 and he just spun out again. And now with the delay in Fox's stream, it will take a little bit to see the official running order after pit stops. And I believe Whitman has retaken the lead. Yeah, Whitman has retaken the lead. So I think the battle between Whitman and Ha is for the lead. So yeah, Hendrick Motorsports running first and second once again. Hold on, let me see here for a second. So Fox is currently running in 7th. Hey, yeah, this is a battle for the lead. As Kevin Hall dives down the pit road once again. But Whitman got loose off of 2. And we currently have less than 90 laps to go. And I believe these guys do have to make one more stop before this thing's all said and done. Because it's not so much the fuel that they have to worry about, it's definitely the tires. While Bristol is definitely not as tire hungry as Atlanta, it is important that these guys do look out after their tires because they do wear faster than the fuel gets burned here. As of right now, that battle for the lead looks to be the only one on track. and for track position. And that 9 and the 88 are still running nose to tail. Ryan Parsons got onto that apron, so now put Bradley Domer Jr. up to 4th. Yeah, but with the 9 and the 88 battling, I wouldn't look now because Tegan Jones is closing in on him. And he does have a really fast car here. So I would be careful if I were them. Yeah, Jones is there. Oh, but Haas smacks the wall. And now Jones is right on that bumper of the 88. And now Bradley wants to get involved in this as well, as he looks like he's starting to close up. Yeah, it looks like he is gaining on this battle just a little bit per lap. But of course, with Bradley, he wants to try to get up there, he wants to get back up there leading this race. So in the Daytona 500, apparently on lap 162, caution came out for debris. And all the guys made their final pit stops for gas. Austin Cindric took the lead, but it looks like Jared Hall wanted to take the lead there. Yeah, but he couldn't pull it off. As we see Kevin Hall stopped on the apron at the entrance to turn 1. Alright, so now we have this battle for 5th going on between Parsons and Boyce. So we got a 4-car battle for the lead and a 2-car battle for 5th. As, oh, look at Tegan Jones. He thought about taking it to the inside of Jared Haw, but he decided to stay behind. We have a 4-car battle for the top spot, and again, these guys do still have to make one more pit stop, I think. Haw still trying to make the outside work. That is the preferred line. He did get a nose up there. Oh, Whitman got loose. Michael Whitman got loose off of turn 4, so put Jared Haw out front. And now Whitman's diving into the pits. As is the 14 and the 22. So I believe we are starting to see guys make their final stops. Unless this could be another one of Whitman's strategy calls. But it looks like Fox beat him out. Yeah, Fox beat him out, and I believe he took only 2 tires. Yeah, he only took 2 tires on that stop. Whitman took 4 and a full tank. And I believe Parsons did the same. Now this should definitely be interesting to see where everyone cycles out. So now Jared Haw out front as he puts the 8 of Anthony Peters a lap down. Now it looks like Haw is pulling away just a bit. And Jones is under attack from Bradley. He gets the wall. Got loose off of 2 and smacks the wall on the back straightaway, but he still hangs on to second. But now he hits the wall off of 4. But now here comes Fox. Underneath Bradley, but now look at Michael Whitman. He has really caught up to the 22 of Michael Fox. And yeah, 4 tires were definitely better than 2 in this case. He easily gets around Fox for 7. Now he's trying to get one of his laps back the hard way. He got around Bradley, who I believe spun out. Oh no, he came into the pits, my bad. And he just got around Jones. So now he's going to try to unlap himself or get one of his laps back. Spencer Boyce is also in. And we saw Tegan Jones pull in as well. Yeah, Whitman definitely with the freshest tires in the field, and he's also the fastest car on track. And now Whitman gets around Haw. So Whitman has gotten one of his laps back. And of course, everyone still has to make their final stops. With that, Whitman is currently 3rd on track. So that means that Jarrett Haw and I believe Chase Loans have yet to make their stop. Or I believe it's Anthony Peters. Yeah, in the 8. Because I can't really tell who's running in 2nd at the moment. As of right now, Jarrett Haw is still leading. Yeah, but he's definitely going to have to make one more stop. But now here comes Bradley trying to unlap himself as well. He's currently 5th on track. And Haw lets him by. So it looks like Michael Whitman will be your race leader when the stops all cycle out. Now Spencer gets around him. And now Chase Loans is in. And yeah, I believe that was Chase Loans running in second as we got a car spun out, almost blocking the track, and that is the 8 of Anthony Peters. Fortunately, one car incident, so we do stay green. So now with that, Michael Whitman is currently running in second. But now here comes Tegan Jones. Of course, he pitted later than Whitman, so obviously he will have fresher tires. So essentially, this is the battle for the win. Oh, but Tegan gets his nose in there. Side by side for what is currently second. Oh, contact between the 9 and the 4. And Jones clears Whitman. And Whitman did get loose, so now he drops down to currently 5th on track. Or should I say 4th? Now Anthony Peters is in. Jared Haas still out front. He's going to try to stretch this thing all the way to the end. As I believe we have 16 laps to go, coming to 15. But no, he is coming in. And he couldn't hold out any longer. It looks like he's splashing and going. So I believe it is fuel only for the 88. So yeah, Jared Haas still out front. Still your leader with, I believe, 13 to go. So he could potentially pull a page out of Michael Whitman's playbook and win the race with a bold strategy call. And Loans gets out of the way of Tegan Jones. Oh, but Jones gets loose off of 2. If we have 11 or 10 to go. A 9 to go now. But now Anthony Peters is the buffer between the 88 and the 4. So with 8 to go now. And of course, we have seen, like our last race at Michigan, the race came down between these two drivers, Jared Haw and Tegan Jones. Of course, Anthony Peters pitting for tires. Like, he's the fastest car on track right now. So I believe we're coming to 5 laps to go. No more cautions. Four laps to go. And Jones is still trying, but unless Haw or Peters have an absolute collapse in the final 2 laps or 3 laps, like, it's going to be too little too late for the 4. We have 2 laps to go now. The white flag is out. Final lap of Bristol. An absolute dominant stretch from Hendrick Motorsports this season. It's back-to-back for Haw and 6 in a row for Hendrick. He wins at Bristol. And it is Tegan Jones that sets the fastest lap with a 15.5. So now let's get your race winner, Jared Haw, in here. And there he is, your race winner, Jared Haw. Like, you've now gone back-to-back, I believe for the first time in your career, and that is also the 6th win in a row for Hendrick Motorsports. And it comes off of you essentially taking a page out of Michael Whitman's playbook and winning the race on a pretty bold strategy call.
Yeah, the last two races have been both pretty bold strategy calls, and I'm really glad to pull away with the win here tonight. I mean, at one point I was in 8th place, 5 seconds back of the leader, and I really had to dig hard to get back up there. I mean, I know that they were bumper to bumper and a little bit. Their tires were a little bit off that first run because of that, but yeah, I'm just really glad to have caught back up to them and had the chance to really show what kind of car I had. I know I was with Mike there for a while, and I finally got to his outside there, and I'm really upset that he got loose because I thought we could have ran side by side there for a little while and had a good battle, but really glad to see that he still got a good finish, and glad to finally get back into victory lane at Bristol and not on fuel mileage this time.
Yeah, so a pretty up and down day for the team overall. I mean, there are some guys that were running out front and even dominating the race, but there are some guys that were, fell toward the back and kind of stayed there the whole time. But now going back to your view of the race, like, what was it that got you to close up like 5 seconds behind the leader?
Well, I just got clean track and was just able to run my own line, was able to just go as hard as I could, and Bradley was struggling out front in front of everyone with a little bit of a tight race car, so having him be tight and then just holding those guys up allowed me to close that gap. And then on pit road, I pit, I think, a lap before them, or it might have been even 2. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But I pit and got the 4 freshies and came out with Mike, who was the leader at the time, and just was able to just hammer laps. And then whenever I finally got around him, I was also just able to hammer away. And Tegan, I gotta give credit to Tegan, because he probably would have won this race, but he had an issue with his controller right as they were getting ready to pit. I'm not quite sure what the issue was, but I probably wouldn't have won this race. I feel like him and I, and honestly, we were all us 4, meaning Bradley, Tegan, me, and Mike, were all pretty quick. And Ryan, actually. Ryan was pretty quick tonight too. But I think Tegan and I, just being behind the guys that were a little tighter on that short run, I think we probably had the best 2 short run cars, and then long run cars maybe. I mean, the way the runs played out tonight we did get a long run, but it was kind of odd. It was just odd tonight. But yeah, it was really cool to actually be able to come from the back. Last year, that was my biggest kryptonite. I just could not get through traffic and get back to the front of these races, and it was really good to actually be able to do that tonight.
Now, of course, we weren't even originally going to run this race tonight, as we were going to have our second of back-to-back off weeks. But did the sudden schedule change have any effect on you, or I would say anyone else in the field?
Well, what's funny is I didn't even know that we were running this race until I believe it was Monday, or whenever Bradley made the announcement. I had no idea we were running it, because I didn't realize that we had did the voting poll for this. And I mean, I hadn't got a whole lot of practice in the week. I only had one night of practice, just because I've been really busy all week, and just it was a little bit of a throw off for me, but obviously still worked out in my favor. I know some of my teammates, we worked together to bounce some advice and ideas off each other to try and get better. So definitely threw a wrench in things, but glad to come out with a win and got some solid finishes for the teammates as well. And I believe it was a all Hendrick top 10, even though there's only 11 guys, but still it was all Hendrick top 10. So we'll take it.
Now, of course, next week we have our second and final doubleheader of the season with Mid-Ohio and Iowa. Another, I would say, eclectic pair of tracks for a doubleheader. So, what's your thinking going into those 2 races?
Survive Mid-Ohio, win Iowa. Because Mid-Ohio and I mean, I've always been fast in Mid-Ohio, but me and this league just don't get along together when it comes to Mid-Ohio. Just been in multiple wrecks, got caught behind in traffic again. Just really never was able to get a good run there. But Iowa, I have all the confidence in the world. I had a really, really good clean battle there with Mike a few years back, and I think this was 2 seasons ago. I probably had the fastest car until I made one bad pit adjustment, or it wasn't even a pit adjustment. I didn't take tires on a pit stop after like 2 laps that we had run on a run, and it just made me so tight. So I just fell back through the field. But yeah, I feel really confident with Iowa, but Mid-Ohio, I got some work to do, and hopefully I can run with Bradley and Mike, and who's been pretty good at the road courses the past couple years, and hopefully we'll be able to still finish good there and then go to Iowa and do really good there as well.
And of course, Hendrick looking for their 6th and 7th wins in a row at the doubleheader. But tonight, congratulations on your second win in a row here tonight at Bristol, and the 5th in a row for Hendrick Motorsports. And we'll see you next week for the doubleheader.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, so now let us get your second place finisher, Mr. Tegan Jones. But I think a lot of these guys are still. I think they all. No, never mind. Tegan Jones, your runner-up finisher, is here. So yeah, you've. I would say a pretty up and down day for you tonight. A pretty big strategy call got you a runner-up finish. So how was your race tonight overall?
It's just, this track is weird. It's becoming one of the finicky tracks on this game, handling wise and lagging wise. But yeah, it's just, I could not find a good middle ground. Even when I was fucking tight, I was loose. So it's something that I was trying to work on all week, with different settings and shit, and still ended up back on my default. So yeah, it's just, I kind of love this track, and then I kind of don't. I like the night race better. It seems like it's more consistent with setups and shit like that. But yeah, it's just, it's one of those racetracks that I'm starting to hate.
It's tough to a driver of your caliber say something like that about a track. But earlier on in the race, we did see you get the apron and spin out. What was the deal with that? Were you like trying to avoid something, or were you just trying to make a move on somebody, but you got way too low?
Well, when you get people that are really close on speed, and then that was right after Matt had a power blank, so he basically got lagged out, and everybody kind of were glitching a little bit. So you kind of paid attention to that and making sure you don't hit nobody. And the more you lift and back your corners up, the more able you are to cut the corners, which puts you on the apron coming off. And if you clip them, 9 out of 10 times you can clip the damn things and get away with it. But, sometimes it will catch you and just jerk you around. But I was able to do a 360, didn't lose a lap, and I was actually able to pass 2 cars, before the stage ends. So, I had to play catch up there. But, yeah, I had a decent car. I think, more people that I thought were really going to be good had the same issues that I did. It's just JB, he done that late pit call with no tires. That was going to be my pit call, but I had to pit when I did because I ended up having a controller issue. I don't know if it's stick drift or if it's controller lag, not connecting to the PS5 or what, but we about had a caution because of it, and I went ahead and pitted to keep that from happening, and went ahead and took 4 tires as well, and tried to make up a lot of time, and another couple of laps I would have probably had them. But if it wasn't for the controller issues, I think I would have been set. I think because the last few laps I started catching them pretty good, and if it weren't for the controller issues, I think I would have had the lead and just been able to maintain and pull away. So, but yeah, it's a controller that's getting ready to either go in the garbage or go back to Walmart. I ain't made my mind up yet.
Well, if I were to make a suggestion on what you should do, I think you should probably just throw it in straight in the trash.
Well, I think it's still under a 3-month warranty with Sony. I think I'm coming up on actually the cutoff. It's going to be this month. I may already be past it, but it was giving me issues from the get go. I tried it at Daytona. That's when I noticed it. I tried it tonight because I felt like I was having issues with the old controller as well. So I figured I'd give it a try and see, just make sure it wasn't in my mind, and it's not. So that definitely proved it today with the issues I started having before that last pit stop. So it's going to become a GTA controller is what I like to call them. And I have another controller coming in already, but it's refurbished too. So I ain't going to trust it, more than I can throw it. But yeah, it's just a lot of luck the last couple of weeks that kept me from having sitting here with 4 wins. So, but I don't look to get wins next week either at the doubleheader because Mid Ohio has become one of my worst road courses, and Iowa is also a hit and miss race as well. Hit and miss track for me as well. So it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, we shall definitely see what happens next week for that. But congratulations on a still very solid runner-up finish tonight at Bristol, and we'll see you next week for the doubleheader.
Thanks, my guy.
Anytime. All right, so we'll bring in our third place finisher, Bradley Domer Jr. And he started on pole. He had a dominant car all race long, but then just something happened that dropped him back to 5th, and he never fully recovered from that. Still a solid result, but there he is, your third place finisher, Bradley Domer Jr. Like, you started on pole, you had a very dominant car for the first half of the race, but then you just dropped all the way back to 5th, and just what happened there?
I made one bad adjustment. Once I went back down pit road and took that adjustment back out, I was able to run the leaders back down. Just couldn't get by them. It's unfortunate. I had a really good car. It's the best car I've had at Bristol for probably since 2022. My last win there. I had lost speed. I tried something different this week. It worked. I know this doesn't mean anything, but I led the most laps. So I guess I'll take that, take the pole, take a top 3 finish. Wish it would have been the win. Just one bad adjustment put me behind and just wasn't able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, but it was still a very solid day for Hendrick Motorsports as a whole. I mean, you got 5 wins in a row now, which is, I believe, one of the longest streaks for an overall team in CFRL Cup Series history. But correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I'm not particularly well versed in the stats.
Crap ton of wins in a row. I couldn't tell you.
Of course, not talking about like individually. I'm talking about the whole team. But anyway, of course, next week we have our second and final doubleheader of the season. So of course, you are very good on the road courses, and we got one in Mid Ohio coming up. So do you think you have something for the doubleheader next week?
I mean, I've won the last 2 Mid-Ohio races. I'm really good on the road courses. But anything can happen. And as a whole league, all 3 series, I am the all-time leader in wins at Iowa. So 2 really good tracks for me next week. Be great to walk out with the sweep. But if I can at least get 1 win next week, it'd be great. But really looking for both of the wins. Like I said, I won at Mid-Ohio last year. And at Iowa, had we done a normal race and not a 100% race, I led at the halfway point of that race, and I would have won that race too. But it is what it is. But if I could walk out of there with one win, I'll be happy. But I really think I can win both races.
And now, before I do let you leave, I am getting a bit of an update here, and it is official. William Byron has won the Daytona 500 for the second straight year, and I thought I'd mention that because he drives the 24, and now you're driving the 24 this season, so bit of a coincidence there.
It helps when the field wrecks in front of you and you get through it.
Yeah, well, it's another super speedway race, and what are you going to do about that?
Yep.
But anyway, congratulations on your third place finish tonight, and we'll see you next week for the doubleheader.
Alrighty, thank you.
And now with Michael Whitman messaging me saying that he was going to watch the end of the race and he will not be on for post-race interview. That means this will be our final interview tonight, and that will be with the number 18 of Spencer Boyce. And another up and down night for him, I would definitely say. But he got himself a top 5 out of it. So I think he might have gone offline to watch the rest of the race too. So I think that will be it for tonight. So yeah, final thoughts on the race overall. It was another pretty crazy Bristol race here in the CFRL. It was basically dominated by Hendrick Motorsports the entire race. I think they led all but like 2 or 3 laps, and that was our first green flag cycle of pit stops with Ryan Parsons leading a couple laps. Hold up here. So I did get a message from Spencer. Hold up. All right, so hang on. He is going to be coming in. So I will send another invite his way. And there he is, your fourth place finisher, Spencer Boyce. A pretty up and down day for you. Like I would say, you were, toward the front, and then you were toward the back, and then you finished back up toward the front. So it's a pretty wild race, I would say, for you.
It was pretty wild, but I just wish it wasn't so hard to pass at Bristol with these guys. But man, I thought I was going to be the favorite going to Bristol, but yeah, my car was okay. I just couldn't pass anybody because I couldn't pass them high or low. But it's hard to pass at Bristol without giving them damage or put them in the wall. But somehow I was able to grab fourth. I'll take it.
Now, of course, when push came to shove, were you willing to give the bumper to somebody to move them out of the way?
I was thinking about it, but not to guys like Ting and JB or Mike, because they would have done it back to me. But no, not really. I didn't think about it because I don't want to be a public enemy number one and do anything stupid. And surprisingly, we only have one caution.
Yeah, and it's a pretty clean race in that regard, all things considered. But yeah, well, of course, next week we have our second and final doubleheader of the year, which is Mid-Ohio and Iowa. So you think you can give us a little preview of what to expect from you over those two races?
Mid-Ohio, I don't know. I'm not the best there, but Iowa, I hope I can do good there. Dominate and lead all laps. But at least it gives it more time to practice for midweek this week at Phoenix, which I'm looking forward to, because I'm the points leader, so I plan to keep it that way.
Yeah, we'll definitely see about that there. But yeah, congrats on your fourth place finish tonight, and we'll see you next week for the doubleheader.
Oh, and congrats to William Byron. 2 years in a row.
Well, like Bradley said, it's easy to go back to back in the 500 when everyone in the field wrecks in front of you.
Yeah, thanks for broadcasting. Have a good night.
All right. All right, so now we can go ahead and end the stream with final thoughts on the race. It's another wild Bristol race here in the CFRL, and as I said, Hendrick Motorsports basically dominated the whole race tonight, and they led, I believe, all but 2 or 3 laps, and that was when Ryan Parsons led briefly during that first cycle of green flag pit stops. And of course, we saw the strongest drivers shift from, Bradley to Whitman and then to Jared Haw with a pretty bold strategy call that allowed him to take the win tonight here at Bristol. And and that's all I can say about that. But of course, going into Wednesday, the midweek series will be back in action for the race at Phoenix, which is definitely an interesting track, which I feel should not be the championship race for Cup every single year. But I'm not the one making those calls. But so yeah, Phoenix in midweek this upcoming Wednesday, and then next Sunday will be our second and final doubleheader of the season with Mid-Ohio and Iowa. It should be a very interesting pair of races there. But anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We will see you next week we'll see you on Wednesday for midweek at Phoenix. And if not that, then definitely next Sunday for the doubleheader at Mid-Ohio and Iowa. But until then, have a good night, everyone.